Okay. So last time we were unfortunately banished by an occultist, while I have willpower. Occultists have a 5% chance to defeat my willpower. Thank you, Crawl developers, for hexes. Purely hexes are a thing. One of the things of all time. Hmm. The worst thing is that I can kill it. I mostly am sure that I can kill it, but I don't want to make a lot of noise or spend a lot of mana. Why was that thing mighty? Ah, you gotta be joking. That is going to be a problem. Of all the things to find in Abyss 2, this is the worst. The Bone Dragon was not really that much of a problem. This is a problem. That can kill me fast. Like, if I get especially unlucky, like 2 or 3 actions. Yeah. Two max damage iron shots kill me. 3 damnations put me in a really, really rough spot, maybe even kill me. Uh, and also an ancient Sime. I don't know about haste, but this would be a pretty good moment to haste. How do I have such little identify? There's always all the identify. Always. And this character has found more more tele than identify. I mean, I guess identify doesn't quite save you, but tele does. Um, a miscast. Are you joking? What is this garbage? Man, seriously, of all the things that could happen, I might be dead. I might be dead legit because of that. Oh man, that's messed up. Everything here is super messed up. I don't like any of these. Like, to begin with, why did I get vanished with a 5% chance? That's the first thing. Why did I get vanished? And then, why Hell Sentinel Ancient Simon? And then, why 1% miscast? Come on. And the worst part is that I know if I read teleport, it's not gonna teleport me fast enough. Doesn't matter, I have to blink away. With 6 blinking, how could I be dead? I mean, by dead, I mean I have to use blinking. Which sucks. Because I didn't want to use blinking. And use those for SOT. The iron shot hit me with Amulet of Acrobat and then repel missiles. It's kind of crazy. How do you end up in here anyway? 5% chance to miscast, or 5% chance to get banished by an occultist. Why is this thing mighty? Is this like a new change to the Abyss where things can sometimes be buffed randomly? Because if so, that's a lame change. I don't like it. At least I have mana regen, and mana regen is keeping me able to kill things before too many accumulate. The Raiju is immune to lightning. So, I guess this is an okay moment for Permafrost. Or it would be if I could, cast it. I don't know what that is. This is the only part of the game where an invisible monster you cannot know for sure what it is. Must be an unseen horror with how like it's not where I would expect it to be. It is almost certainly an unseen horror. If it was something scarier, that would have been scarier. Oh mana. Barely does any damage. Getting stat rot, even if temporary, is really bad because I have 2 strength. Probably gonna have to unwield the hammer. And that means no more fire resistance for 9 Settler for a while. That's a lot of wretched stars. Oh yeah, it happened. Minus 2 strength, so we will this for a while, so I'm not dying. I hate this. This shouldn't even be happening. I'm just waiting for Tele to trigger. There's really the only thing that I can do. And I am probably gonna die. Terrible. Why am I even in a beast tree? Cancel? Ambrosia? Maybe we are okay now. But I have so much ambrosia that I'm just gonna drink one more to play it safe. Okay, now we're fine. Now we're fine. You know, it's the saddest thing when I cast Crystal Spear and it doesn't one-shot something. That feels really bad. And that spell is not fantastic. It's not holding up very well to, you know, the standard of spells nowadays. Hello, Inon. Thank you for stopping by. We're dying here. That's unusual. A room generated in the abyss. Might as well put it to use. Is this thing immune to electricity or something? No, but it is resistant. No wonder I'm not killing it with Magna Bolt. Looks like some type of vault. It kinda does. It kinda does. Same goes for the last thing that I saw in the previous abyss, where there were um, 3 wretched stars at the same time. That also looked like a bolt. I'm really not liking this. The Kakadima must be resistant to electricity. Kind of wish this spell was better versus monsters that are resistant to electricity. That shout Titis. And frailness for real this time. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. This is really rough. So keep track of the resources that the Abyss has wrongly roughed me off. One potion of mana, two scrolls of blinking. If I am missing those at some point in the end of the game, that's gonna be why. Because I got completely sacked by getting banished with a 5% chance to banish. And I did the right thing pausing yesterday because I wouldn't have been able to survive the start of this um, without full concentration. Okay, we have the exit at least. I'm gonna close the door, or maybe not. Maybe we're not gonna close the door. Surely I have something better to wield than the Scepter of Torment. Yeah, we can probably still do something about this. So many things. It's so crazy that I am this late in the game and I still have so many things unidentified. I found such little scrolls of identified throughout the course of this game. I should maybe start training for Shatter. Yeah, we have run out of the manual. I was training fighting because of the manual of fighting, but now I think we just train Earth Magic spellcasting for Shatter. I don't have resistance to electricity. Oh yeah, it was given to me by the staff of her. Okay, so this thing could have been killing me for a while now. Oh man, okay, I have to use another blinking. I don't want to get out because if I get out, I am going to be surrounded by enemies when I get out. Oh wow, what a garbage scroll summoning. Give me more. Okay, maybe that is enough to hold on. And I can like drink maybe ambrosia. Let's see how this goes. The leech is about to die. Yes. I still have some meat shields at least. Back to full mana. What is this ridiculousness? Okay, we're kind of fine now. I don't think I found mutation potions either. Unreal. Get me out of here. Yes, Swamp 4 Cultists with a 4% chance to banish me now because I leveled up. Actually did manage to banish me. And now it's dead. That was absolutely abhorrent. You think I can beat those angels now? There were 2 profane servitors in there. I might be able to with permafrost. Wait, did I see unidentified scroll? I might have to buy that at some point. Okay, we found brilliance. That's nice. Yep, the abyss robbed me of 3 blinkings. 3 blinkings and a mana potion and some brilliant and some ambrosia that I don't really count because I was not gonna use 10 ambrosias anyway. But that was terrible. Um, oh wait, I thought it was only gonna be 2. Brilliance. Oh, no, a new on Randart. Soon after their fall, Jiredelemnul attempted to twist holy energy into a dark mockery of itself, turning it against its progenitors and weakening it against undead and demons. They found out too late that such a complete perversion was uncontrollable. The foul flame they produced stabilized or destroyed everything it was infused to except for several demonic test subjects and one stolen holy weapon. A lesser and more stable version of the dark energy proved more workable and became Jiredelemnul Sombra. This is that weapon, an evening star with its lithe, long fled, despite its name, and a shadow that repulses those its lies used to comfort. Has been infused with foul flame, dealing an additional 3/4 damage to holy beings, an additional 1/4 damage to undead and demons, and additional half damage to all others, so long as it pierces armor. Holy beings and good god worshippers cannot use this, and that's so cool. And it gives you a little bit of Umbra. That is a pretty cool weapon. But how do you deal with 4 profane servitors? Yeah, they have resistance to electricity, so no Magna Volt. Funny place. Funny thing is that the the weapon is supposed to be the reward, but I was interested in doing this for the scroll of identify. For the scroll of identify, can you believe it? For the scroll of identify. You don't bother and you skip this bolt. But the thing is that if you skip this bolt, you don't get the weapon. It's on D13. I know that with a character that was using maces, I would be completely excited to use that. Though I'm not sure how much better it is than normal fully enchanted Evening Star because it's only +1. It's pretty strange. I have to say that it is pretty strange that it's an on Randart one-hander that is not like incredible. Because I feel like all on Randart one-handers that are like a good base weapon are also fantastic. Like Rift, for example. Spellbinder is another good one that I can think of. Even Neos is a Morning Star, and it's highly enchanted. As Scrolls of Holy Word still think they have been removed for a while, for a couple of years now at this point, which is a shame because I did like them. Well, I cannot kill them. I cannot kill them yet. Yeah, yeah, okay. I guess we can go back to Swamp. If I get banished again, I guess that's it for the stream. No, not really, not really. But it would be quite distasteful for the game to banish me with a 4% chance to banish me. Right after I got banished with a 5% chance to get banished. Oh yeah, look at that. There's an occultist. Can I wield the hammer again? Because I don't want to get destroyed by these foxfires. Yeah, we're back to being able to wield the hammer without dying in the process. This game gives you a lot of options that are pretty useless against not most enemies, but some late game enemies. Like, for example, Hex ones are never gonna do anything at this point in the game. In the mid game specifically. Later on, funnily enough, there are some enemies that do find their weakness in Hex ones, like Death Cops, Draconians. Yeah, Death Cops and Draconians. Orb Guardians have way too much. Despite its appearance, it can open doors. Yeah, they have 3 pips of willpower and armor class and evasion. How much damage does this do? 4 dice of 13. Not bad. I think that I should just blindly drink potions. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, and I get 3 strength, 3 intelligence, and -2 dexterity. We take those. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Beautiful, beautiful. I am very happy about that. Yep, Magna Bolt drains your mana resources, like your mana reserves, so fast. I have been waiting for mana regen for the whole game. Satorik, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy Crawl. I'm not gonna tell you that I stream the Crawl daily. I used to, now I don't. But I'm also not gonna tell you that do not expect to see these anytime soon in the channel because that is also not gonna happen again. Why am I getting poisoned? I guess it must have been just an unlucky roll with the projectile damage. Sometimes it does poison you even with poison resistance. Let me see something. Elf. No, not elf. Sork. Elf Sork. Okay, so elf sorcerers have a 5% chance to banish me. To be completely honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I also got banished there. I would definitely prefer that to not be the case. But I mean, it's probably gonna happen. Yeah, doing elf with no resistance to electricity might be rough. Immediately we see Zephyr Mancers, as if to remind me of the fact that I don't have the resistance. Another Ring of Protection. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rings of protection. Definitely an octopode seed. Still no mana regen, unfortunately. We have found normal regen, but not normal regen for free. I haven't really been able to afford buying it, so I don't have normal regen. It would have been pretty useful for the Abyss. I think it's pretty strange that you cannot cast Magna Vault on monsters that are immune, but it still casts itself against monsters that are immune, and it applies the debuff if there are other monsters in line of sight that you can cast it on. That's super strange for me. Yep, doesn't work. Irut's jewelry. Ideally, it would be quite nice if would be quite nice if this shop has mana regen, and it does have mana regen. Okay, who cares about normal regen? I want mana regen. I could also get a ring of willpower to guarantee that I'm not gonna get banished again, but come on, it's a 5% chance. It really shouldn't happen. I'll be able to buy that probably after Elf, because Elf Bolt often gives you a lot of money. We are finally close to identifying everything. Finally. Hold on. For this kind of situation, maybe Shatter? Yeah, like it doesn't do anything to the air elemental. I get a miscast. 11% chance to miscast. It's fine. How was Abyss? Terrible. It forced 3 blinkings and a bunch of heal wounds and yeah, 3 blinkings and a bunch of heal wounds and I guess a potion of mutation. It was pretty bad. I would have definitely preferred not to do that. If I had been given the choice, I wouldn't have gone there for my 3rd rune. My 3rd rune is gonna be Slime, as I said yesterday. I almost died in the Abyss. Well, not the first thing, but one of the first things that I saw was Bone Dragon. I was like, okay, Bone Dragon I can kill, but I don't want to spare the mana because it could be dangerous. And then I walk away, and the next thing that I see is a Hell Sentinel, and I'm like, okay, I actually cannot kill that one, at least not fast enough, and not while it is supported. So at that point, things started to get pretty bad. I did manage to run away from it, but you know how the Abyss goes. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I had to kill so many things that the game just spawned an exit. You know how you can get an exit if you kill enough things, if you gain enough experience. That's what happens. Pretty bad. In fact, being in the Abyss drained all my manual. Like I fully finished it, my manual of fighting. Luis has a 4% chance to banish me. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. You have a tower shield. It does say 100% chance to hit. Let's see what happens. Okay, it is 100% chance to hit. I was not sure if it could still be blocked. I like it when spells give you that extra layer of versatility of like, yeah, if you cast this, it will, like, it is guaranteed to do this other thing that you also want. So pretty much the opposite of hexes. Gauss Gavot is definitely one of my favorite spells ever. Like, I have not really been using, or I didn't really use it a lot at the end of a stream yesterday, but it is fantastic. It is a great spell, super useful, super strong, deals so much damage. It's a little bit situational, but it compensates for it by just being incredible. I have to say that Magnavolt damage is on the underwhelming side of things. Only 4 dice of 19. It doesn't miss, but it's only 4 dice of 19. Maybe it would be more if I got like 10 levels of Ice Magic or something. Or like not Ice Magic. Wait, it's Air Earth, right? So I have already trained Air Magic. Why is the spell power so low anyway? That's really strange. I have 41 intelligence. I feel like the spell power should be a little bit higher than 50%. Shattering all these elves is gonna be fun. I guess Magna bolting them could also work. But I am most likely gonna shatter them. Because shatter just hits everything immediately instead of slowly ramping up. I am very close to being able to afford the mana regen. As I said earlier, probably by the end of Elf 3, I'm gonna have the money to do it. But there's also a very reasonable chance of the amulet just spawning in the vault, so that's why I'm not just gonna go buy it immediately, even though I can afford it already. That made a lot of noise. Gotta play it safe. Thinking about whether or not I want to reposition here. I think that I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, now I want to get out. And of course, immediately as I decide that, I get Damnation. Oh, the Abyss also forced all my scrolls of summoning. Yeah. That was so bad. Man, that Abyss trip didn't need to happen. Interesting ring. It does have two downsides. The upside is not upside enough for me to be interested in using it, even though I don't have the resistance. Oh, but that Ring of the Genius, maybe I want it. I have poison resistance and protection, so it is a straight up an upgrade over one of the rings that I have. And because of that, I want to use it. Wait, it revived? It used to be, or like it was ghostly. Wasn't ghostly? Is this the one that was ghost? There was a ring, there was an elf that was ghostly. Hmm. Eh, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, the lightning rod is dealing some pretty uncharacteristically low damage. Oh, it's resistant to electricity. Oh, come on. I saw that it was resistant. On intelligence? Or do I get strength here? Intelligence. I don't think we are gonna be wearing ice skills. They were part of the plan, maybe, but it's most likely not gonna happen. If the demonologist summons something nasty, I would have to drink a mana potion to kill the demonologist immediately. You know, I still believe that when it comes to Jaras, like the best solution to a summon is to kill the summoner. Okay, I'm gonna take a lot of damage from repositioning here. I might be able to just spam Magna Bolt from this position. Okay, maybe not. I would like to have a one that is not roots, like an explosion one that is not roots. Out of range. Alright, that could have been a lot worse than it ended up being. This ring is good. So many Guardian Spirit amulets, but no mana regen. Oh, Orb of Energy. But I did train 10 shields because of the... but my buckler is a buckler of reflection. I think that we can probably toss that away for an Orb of Energy. Doesn't really affect my success rates at all, as you would expect from a deep elf that is wearing robe. Manual of throwing doesn't really do anything. And well, it only took most of the game, but we are back to the power level. Well, not power level, but to the mana spam capabilities of the previous character that found all of those items on D1. You sometimes watch my crawl bots. First time you catch me live. You watch them here? That's nice. I put them on YouTube as well. Pretty much everything that is backed up as a highlight is on YouTube. If you want to watch them in like a better player, because Twitch's bot player is pretty garbage compared to YouTube's. Rich and Polar Vortex. But we have no ice magic. Yeah, we have zero, so I'm not doing that. What I am doing is Shatter. And well, yep, only Elf 1 has mana regen for me, but the Bolt did have a decent amount of money, so We're fine. Goodbye, Acrobat. I don't think that's gonna be much of a painful loss. Things are looking fine for this character. I do wish I had some resistance to electricity, but I have not found a source of it that is acceptable. I think that maybe I could win without it, but it's always scary to electric golem, melee range, hits you, and then your HP goes to zero very quickly. Um, Something that can very realistically happen, though. I feel like electric golems are kind of rare nowadays. Haven't really remember. Cannot really remember the last time that an electric golem was scary. Like, I'm sure that the last time I did saw maybe one or a couple, but they were not scary. This time it's gonna be a little bit interesting because they're definitely one of the weakest points of this character. Anyway, I guess it's time for me to get my third rune. We are going to be getting that from Slime. Don't want to get malmutated. Now, the only thing that I am truly like unnerved by here is that Shining Eye. I cannot like the rest of the enemies are not really that much of a problem now that I cast Bog. Yesterday there was someone in the chat saying you have never cast Bog once, but like no, I got it for a reason, and the reason will be immediately apparent. Nice, he's within range. Alrighty. Three acid blobs, extremely poisoned. And I'm thinking that I should get Ignite Poison. I have it here. I can cast it with no problem, so. Yeah, Ignite Poison, so it complements my Bog. Ah, beautiful. It does so much damage. Would Crystal Spear be broken as a player spell if it insta-kill the target, but it checked accuracy, but you could cast Magna Ball to make it not check accuracy? I don't think it would be. It might be crazy, but I don't think it would be as a level 8 dual school spell. MCC is level 8 single school, and it also insta-kills, but it takes a couple of turns. Um, and if you think about it, if you Magna Bolt Crystal Spear, it also takes a couple of turns. It takes 2 turns, and it may not hit the thing that you want it to hit. So it is also a delayed insta kill, or it would also be a delayed insta kill under my proposed change. But it also would cost more mana, so I think it would be fine. Like it would be okay. I don't think it would be broken or anything. So I am officially a Deep Elf Sorcerer. Got the Sorcerer title. Just got it now. A lot of mana regen from my orb. Hello, Cillian. Thank you for stopping by. I'm having a blast with this Deep Elf. I'm glad that I decided to play it. Did you not get the Abyss rune, or are you just getting more? I didn't get the Abyss rune. My objective there was to not die. Yeah, it was pretty rough. You know, this is not the greatest of arenas to be a user of Noxious Bog on. Hopefully, I can fight the Royal Jelly in an open space. But it doesn't seem to be a possibility. Yep, Noxious Bog straight up doesn't do anything here. I think the whole level is like this. Maybe I can make an open space with Shatter. Gotta retreat to a spot that I think is gonna be kind of safe to spam Shatter on. This should suffice. That makes incredible amounts of noise, so I'm just gonna make it to the stairs. Get out, regen my mana, and then we can fight the Royal Jelly there. Yeah, this is fine as well. Do you have resistance to electricity? No resistances other than corrosion. Wait, is it not resistant to corrosion? That's interesting. Is it not resistant to corrosion? By the way, I still find it really funny. A rock slime sized giant can be spawned by the royal jelly size large. So this large monster has giant monsters inside it. I find it pretty strange. The bolt of acid hits the royal jelly completely resists. Yeah. Oh, it is immune to acid. Why does it not appear there, like, as our core? Yeah, like, of course it makes sense that it's immune to acid. A dying royal jelly spits out 5 more jellies. How did we kill the royal jelly here? Noxious Bog? Even if it was not, like, covering every tile, it still covered enough. And Ignite Poison. The combination of those two did absolute wonders. Killed it better than Shatter would have. When you outperform a level 9 spell, yeah, that's Bog is fantastic. Though I kind of wish that I had tried Gel's Gabot, because I feel like that could also been pretty funny. Could have also been pretty funny. And yeah, my Shatter spam ended up making a pretty good arena for the Royal Jelly. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to try it, but it did show, like, the fact that I went out of the level to regen my mana, and I came back, and before I could properly fight the Royal Jelly in the arena that I made, the Royal Jelly intercepted me. Like, it did show that I had to get out and regen my mana. If I had stayed and regen the mana in the same level, it would have been completely disastrous. Maybe I would have died. But at the very least, I would have had to use some consumables to restore my mana so I could stand a chance. And any turn where you are not actively fighting the Royal Jelly is a turn where, like, it is very expensive. You know, it's what I'm trying to say. It's very expensive. The Ring of the Genius. Oh, wait, I already have that. I was about to say, that looks like a ring that I have. Boots of Flying. I mean, I guess. Would have been useful for the Abyss. Does Behemoth still do much in the endgame? Yes. The answer is yes. What does Behemoth do in the endgame? Mana regen. Mana regen, it also makes it easier for you to cast your spells. Which, for example, if I didn't have Behemoth, I don't think I would have been able to cast Shatter here. Yeah, Shatter. It's at 5%, and I have 22 spell casting and 21.3 Earth Magic. No spell enhancer, no, or well, spell enhancers don't affect success rate, but no wizardry is what I'm thinking about. Um, I think it wouldn't have been possible for me to be using Shatter. I got it in Elf, and in Elf I was at 12% chance to miscast it. Funnily enough, the first cast was to destroy a vault, so I could access the loot, or like I could access the shop. No LRD. That's a shame. I would like to have LRD. Anyway, that was funny. Yeah, nothing too dangerous happened. The arena was definitely not an ideal arena for a bug, but since I didn't really have much other ways to kill the royal jelly, I just went for bugging it. I could do something fun in Bolts 5. Yeah, like I'm not gonna do the entirety of Bolts 5 most likely, unless this goes really, really well, but I could just um, go down, shatter everything, get a ton of experience. Oh wow, I get a shatter miscast. It's almost as if the game's trying to tell me something here. Did I get second shatter miscast? Are you joking? It's at 4%. Now I'm probably gonna die because I wanted to play the fun game. Okay, so what's the moral of the story? Don't play fun games with Crawl. Like if you're playing Crawl, you're not playing a fun game. That is all that there is to it, unfortunately. Butterflies would be a great thing to have right now, but I don't have it. Not in my game. As long as none of them have arbalests or anything, we are fine, I would like to believe. I cannot believe that I cast Shatter 3 times and 2 of those times were miscasts at 4%. Like, come on. Must be the game compensating for that time where I was casting Shatter at 50% and I didn't miscast it until it was like 30 something percent. Yet I on Slime 5 on a blessed Deep Elf Berserker run, ouch, that found an OP ranged weapon by stir dancing too hard and getting surrounded by 7 enemies when you went down for the last time. If you're gonna stir dance, usually just like take different stirs, which obviously is very difficult to do on Slime, but that's the safest way to stir dance. Rough. Super rough. I might be dead levels of rough. Still, 2 shatter miscasts. Are you joking? That is actually ridiculous. 2 shatter miscasts. Why am I on Bolt 5? I wanted to kill the Bolt guards because I have shatter. and it would have been easy. But then I got two 4% chance to miscasts. Not in a row, but it's 2 out of 3. Like I got a miscast, then I got a successful cast, and then I got another miscast, and now I am about to die. Um, all of these scrolls of linking would have been definitely pretty useful in SOT. Unfortunately, we are not going to get to SOT with them. Oh, that is super hard to kill. 4% chance to miscast. Unreal. Unreal. You know, it's not that I'm mad at the game for that. It's more like I'm disappointed. These characters' worst moments have been the result of things that shouldn't be happening. The 5% banishment and the 4% chance to miscast Shatter 2 times in a row. Both of those things shouldn't have happened. They happened, and they are ruining the game. Before Midler, you never miscast anything. I did say that it took a while for me to miscast a single spell. So I guess there's that. How is this Tengu River not dead? Oh, it's a different one. No, it's not a different one. But yeah, how is it not dead? Okay, there we go. Golden Dragon. That's really rough because it is resistant to electricity. Are cold, poison, and electricity resistances, but it doesn't give resistance to electricity. Who knows why? Did you miss the immolation scroll? You missed me miscasting Shatter at 4% chance to miscast 2 times in a row, and then being left at 20 HP, and then blinking away and be left at 8 HP. It was really bad. No immolation scroll this time. Kind of want to be closer to the stairs. Ghost Gabot is a pretty funny spell. I am a big fan of Ghost Gabot. So fortunately for me, I have the following. Deep of Region, Namilt of Mana Region, Behemoth, and the Orb of Energy, and Brilliance. I have 5 ways to, or like 5 sources of more mana, so I don't think that I am in trouble when it comes to mana in an extended fight here, at least until my Brilliance wears off. The thing is that the same does not hold true for HP, unfortunately. Um, back in the day when there was a regen spell, this would have been a great moment to, be using it. Didn't kill the Tengu Reaver. Oh, Majimbo! Majimbo! I want Majimbo! Majimbo is such a funny item. Um, it it like man, Majimbo is broken, pretty much. If I had Majimbo, it would be like I would be at full HP, perma full HP pretty much. If I drink a potion of brilliance, I am at perma full HP for the entirety of the fight, levels of boss death. I might use it. I don't think that getting netted by an Orc Knight would have been much of a problem because I'm not really moving. Getting Earth Struck or Lightning Bolted by this Titan would, on the other hand, be very dangerous. Let me see if I can silence. Yes, I can. So we file a float. How am I killing the? How am I killing? Like I'm killing flyers pretty consistently with Shatter. Artifact Hammer, careful. Yeah. I'm using this Artifact Hammer because it has 3 pips of fire resistance. Oh, the Titan had an Artifact Hammer. What did it have? Not Majimbo. The Maze of Eminent Domain. I want Majimbo. It was called Embalmer? Are you sure? Because it's not here. Nah, I am the one wielding Embalmer. I might want to drink. Then why did it say that Titan was the one wielding it? If you can, make a clip of that. Because if so, we have to bug report that. And a clip is the best way to show wacky stuff happening. I didn't see it on my end, at least. Must be like a tiles only thing. Anyway, as I was saying, I was thinking of drinking resistance, but guess who doesn't have resistance identified? Except that I just drank a random potion. It was one of my 2 potions of resistance. That is convenient. Another Shire miscast. That's fine. It's fine because we're not in a critical position. You were looking at the hit chance. I see. I think I'm fighting the entirety of Bolts 5. This feels like I'm fighting just a Bolt Ziggurat level. Doesn't make it any less scary, you know, the whole start. That was 23 spellcasting and Earth Magic. I guess we can probably get like, I think I can probably go to 15 or whatever. Can I make it to, you know, the exit and regen my HP? I would really like to be able to do that. The answer is probably no. I have 1 blinking, so I think that I am going to have to really commit super hard in sod fights, And because of that, I also don't want to use my brilliances because I think that I'm gonna have to take a lot of fights in SOT where having brilliance is gonna be important. But if I don't use brilliance, what here like what are the chances for me to die? Hmm. Decisions. Insane Leech, okay. Yeah, we need to be buffed still. Pretty funny. Okay, let's go back in to kill that guy. I cannot just get out without killing this guy. I mean, at this point, I have killed so much of the level that I might as well just complete it. But still, that was pretty bad. So where's my Jimbo? Um, I know that I haven't picked it up, and I do want to pick it up. You came back and the level is obliterated. Oh, well, you didn't miss it, right? You were here when things started going down the drain, which was at the very beginning, but then I turned it around. Yeah, having the ability to infinitely spam Shatter kinda will do these to levels in general, and to enemies, and to everything. Um, I almost feel like I should go for 15 runes, but I feel like I would just die and be sad about it, so I'm not going to. Quite the stat stick, absolutely. I just wish it didn't have -5 strength. There was already one point in this game where I was at negative strength because of the -5 strength. Makita taking advantage of the fact that you are here. The other day, like a week or maybe 2 weeks ago, no, it was less than 2 weeks ago because, well, it's almost 2 weeks since I last played Jupiter Hell and I did another Blade Master run. But now I am curious about how you would build a shotguns character because I still want to win a shotguns character, but I just don't know how to do it. So if you have any suggestions, I would appreciate them. You combine Shatter with Immolation for a greater effect. Absolutely. Yes, it is. Like Immolation is just great in general. Such a nice spell. Deep Elf can randomly trip up any moment and suddenly die. Absolutely. And that's the thing that almost happened at the start of this level. Um, Two 4% chance to miscast miscasts of Shatter. It was miscast, successful cast, miscast, and then I almost died because of that. It was pretty bad. Yeah, this is very glass cannony, but it is the feeling that I missed from old Deep Elf. This has been somewhat nostalgic playthrough for me. I am very happy that I played Deep Elf. I'm probably gonna be playing more Deep Elves after this one because I really like what was done with the species. I feel like it's a lot more palatable now. You also like going down to Crypt and spam Shatter at the stairs. It's free experience. Yes, you will most likely kill the whole level if you do that. Codex of Conductivity with a bunch of spells that I already have. Whole level comes to see what's the loud noise. Yes. You think I can kill Herion, Vestibule of Hell? I personally think that I can. Like, I am almost certain that I can if I completely buff up. Like, almost 100% chance to be doable. Without buffing up or with only brilliance, I think it is still very likely. Like, probably 90 something percent chance to be successful and safe. I kind of want to wield my Gene Bow for a bit. You feel a darkness envelop your magic. Um, Very ominous. I think it is Majin Bo. Majin Bo. Yeah, no, not Majin. Majin. And we found the rune, and now we have four. So much enchant armor, but no armor to really enchant. I'm using Robo Willpower, so I would be interested in. Oh man, that leather armor gives resistance to electricity, which we want. But then we don't have willpower. How do we solve this problem? Doesn't affect my spells at all, of course. Maybe if I wield this, it will affect my spells. It does a little bit. Not really a problem. You think I dropped my boots? I dropped my boots. Why did I drop my boots? When did I drop my boots? Must have been an accident. Yeah, why did that happen? That's so strange. Thank you for reminding me. Didn't even notice when that happened. I guess I dropped them when I dropped these normal boots. I guess that explains why my armor class was lower. How does the spell vamp work? Living foe. Okay, that means don't wield it in this place. I'm trying this just because I have never done it. I'm curious about your suggestion now. Mm, not quite just cast it on the entrance, but I am destroying everything, so we can keep going. Not a lot of flying things here. In fact, lots of brittle things that get one shot by shatter. Wraiths are one of those flying things, but they're low enough level that they're not really that much of a danger or a problem. This is really funny. With the Orb of Energy and the Behemoth mana on kill, I can kinda go infinite on mana. Like in fact, it is very reliable to go infinite on mana with a Potion of Brilliance. You actually have a UV AOD Marine Wing highlight. I am interested. I'm probably gonna watch it. Toxitech Shotgunner is also popular, usually with Wizard. Shotgunning from within poison gas clouds. I was also thinking of doing a Wizard run because I had a good time with the poison clouds um, with my previous run of Jupiter Hell. I also want a character that can make use of the big weapon that you get from the secret boss in Dante. I got that in my first Blade Master win, and I definitely want to make use of it more. Because it's not really a weapon that's compatible with Blade Master, but it looks so cool that I want to use it. You're not Fusion Wizard because you don't really like pet builds? What do you mean by pet build? Do you mean like, is it a summon build? I gotta read Wizard again. Like what I thought it was that it gave your poison cloud a cooldown instead of it being reliant on energy. Does it also have something for like pets or something like that? I mean, it's not like I have to build around it anyway. If it has it. Cooldown, smoke screen, and active skills that summon robots. Oh, you're only focus hacking for even more. Everyone came looking. Okay, now in Crypt 2, everyone did come looking. Ooh, another Shadow Miscast. Why do they happen at the worst times? I'm gonna be moving myself out of that before Sojobo pushes me away from the stairs, which I'm almost certain Sojobo can do. Yep, Wind Blast. Getting pushed away from the stairs could be somewhat dangerous there. We don't really need to do it, or like we don't really need to expose ourselves to that. Did you see that Jupiter Hell Classic is coming? I did see something about that. I am not opposed to playing it. Not that I dislike the Jupiter Hell changes or anything. Um, no, they're pretty cool, but I'm not opposed to playing Dumarel with a Jupiter Hell skin. It's just Dumarel straight up. How does it do diagonals? Can you play that with a controller? Because I play my Jupiter Hell with controller. Not that I couldn't just play it with um, mm, Oh, you have storm skills. No wonder I'm not killing you. That I couldn't just play it with keyboard, of course. This is so funny. Just like switch to Majin Bow, cast once, go back to full HP. Um, Now, Sojourn must have resistance to electricity. No, no resistance to electricity. Sojourn repels the arc. You can do that. Okay. Can now that you have been magnetized, can you be crystal speared? 73% chance to hit. Wow. So not even with magnetize, it's a guaranteed chance to hit with crystal spear. Sojourn happens to be quite inconvenient to be fighting against. Oh yeah, and the summons also don't make it any better. But that gets the job done. I was not standing on the stairs. I was fighting. For some reason, I was thinking, okay, I can always go upstairs if things get bad. So much identify. Yeah, it finally arrives when I don't need it anymore. But where was it when I needed it a long time ago? Oh. I was gonna say all the skeletons look the same, but yeah, it's like medium-sized species skeletons look the same, and then the only skeleton is missing the lower half for some reason. Really strange. Cursus Skull. Need Shatter. So far, pretty easy. And I am doing this for the loot. Yeah, I was thinking if I like if I was going to do the start of it, I might as well do it all. Kind of like what happened in Bolts 5, except that this time it was significantly less painful and taxing on my consumables. And also, the more of the game that I do and the more of the game that I see, the more chances to replenish my scrolls of blinking. So we are definitely interested in doing this little bit. Oh, look at that, a blinking. It's full of unseen horrors or something. What do I think about Tomb First Rune? Impossible. Highly unlikely for it to be doable for almost all characters. Not really impossible, but like, yeah, you are probably not gonna do it on command. It needs to be a very blessed character if you want to do that. Doom being a 3-rune game at all is pretty hard, and by that I mean not necessarily only 3 runes. I mean like before extended. Um, yeah, I would strongly recommend against it if your objective is to win the game. Mountain Dwarf of the Shining One can pull it off. You think you can cheese by going the Shining One using 3 with attraction and spamming that AoE, the Shining One, Cleansing Flame? I have to try that at some point, but like I don't know if you could do it as your first rune. Isn't that like a tournament banner? So regarding Jupiter Hell Classic, does it use the names for the monsters from Dumarel, or does it use the names for the monsters from Jupiter Hell? Golden Room first not too long ago. Must have been um with the technique, the Mountain Dwarf of the Shining One technique. You've seen Wizard Ike do it. It's like you don't think it's a tournament banner? Yeah, because I was about to say if it's a tournament banner, their Wizard Ike has gotten all tournament banners in at least one tournament, so must have been that time. But if it's not, then I have no idea. What I do know is that I don't want to fight any mummies without full HP, with any royal mummies, I mean. He did it after they made it possible to enter bolts without a rune. I wonder how many attempts did it take. Ah, that's a really, really good helmet. I'm exceedingly happy to have found it. The -5 dexterity matters not. Goodbye hat. Hello, +3 helmet. And that gets rid of so many problems that I had. Yeah, I don't have to worry about getting destroyed by a hex because of no willpower. No resistance to electricity problems. Um, 2 pips of resistance to negative. Yeah, my character's defenses or resistances rather are looking wonderful now. The downside, I am at 2 strength yet again, but I guess we have to take those. Yeah. What are the rules? Can you just clear everything and not pick up other runes? For Tumbas, the first rune, I would suspect that the rules are like you cannot enter any other branches with runes um, before Tomb. I think some rune-related achievements for the tournament follow that rule set that you cannot enter the places with runes. That bolt has leeches in it, doesn't it? I don't remember, but let's see. No, it doesn't have the leeches. This is not the leeches one. You wonder how reasonable it is to win a game without ever entering Lair? I have done it multiple times, though I don't try to do it anymore because it got too hard. Um, the achievement is called Lord of Darkness 3. It is win a game without entering Lair, Orc, or Bolts. So you have the dungeon, and then you have depths, and then you have Pandemonium or Hell. The way that I usually did it was get 2 Pan runes and the Abyss rune. It was pretty hard, but pretty fun until it stopped being fun and just was hard. And And at that point, I stopped attempting it. This tournament was the first time in a tournament in a while since I started streaming pretty much where I didn't even try to get it. And I got it on stream multiple tournaments, at least two, probably three. I guess that I can go. I can go depths now. I can probably do the vestibule of hell. Shatter miscast with a 5%. I guess that the 2 strength is making it a little bit harder to cast in leather armor. Do they have the anti-magic from the Lorosiproca? Oh, they do. They do. They're literally Lorosiprocas combined with Hell Beasts. How is Herion so healthy? I've cast like 7 shatters already. Really funny. Not gonna lie, this is pretty funny. You kind of try some running like that because doing the same meta orders feels slightly repetitive. It's gonna be hard. Don't expect to win it your first couple hundred of attempts. Well, maybe you can win it in the first couple hundred of attempts, but it's not gonna be easy. You need to get really lucky. The way that I used to do it was like a launcher character back when ammo was still in the game. And that launcher character needs to get lucky with some resistances. There was one time where I did it first try. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I got everything that I needed, and I just did it. And it was quite magical. But I don't think that kind of thing can happen anymore. Okay, so we did the vestibule of hell before entering depths. I am, funnily enough, pretty close to getting 6 runes before entering before entering depths, which is another tournament banner. But I'm not going for that today. I'm just gonna end, and we are gonna be satisfied with that. We're not doing extended. Maybe after this, I'll do another depot run that does go for extended. And it could be worth keeping in mind for when you feel like there's not much else for you to do in the game. You could do those things. Does Majin Buu heal you for a portion of the damage? It says that it does it every time. Majin Buu is very busted. It is super duper busted. Does it heal me from those? The answer is no. Yet another shattered miscast. Why does that happen so often? Another shattered miscast. Yeah, fortunately we are not really in a critical position, but the shatter miscasts are way too frequent. Way, way, way too frequent. I have to say that at this point in the game, getting shafted is obviously not a problem. It's not like getting shafted in D2, for example, because um, the power level disparity between levels here and levels early on are like is like nothing. Or you know what I mean? Like in an early level, getting shafted 3 floors is almost certainly a death sentence. In this point, you're seeing the same monsters whether you are here or whether you are in depths 2. So it doesn't matter. That's what I mean. Anyway, the shaft let me get the gem. The depths gem might be the first time ever that I get the depths gem. This feels really, really funny. I wish Majin Buu drained demons as well, so I could just take this to extended and be unkillable. I wonder if I can do a Sigrat with this character. Should probably not mess with that. Like, what is my plan for demon floors or for mommy floors? Mommy floors could kill me with attrition. Nothing to spellvamp in those floors. But any floor with living enemies, I would have zero problems with, thanks to Majimbo. Majimbo. Another Shatter miscast. It happens way, way more often than I am happy with. Why is it only Shatter too? Because I've been casting a bunch of other things and they're not being miscast. It's only Shatter. Oh, I do have Clyde. Might be a bit too late, but I kind of want to get Clyde. I really like how Magna Bolt lets me just guarantee hits on things that are normally highly evasive. So I can Magna Bolt, Crystal Spear, Caustic Strikes, and it works. Great thing to have access to. Ah, Gels Gavot. It's depth 4, but it's still pretty useful. In Sotit, it's where it starts not being that great, but I think that it might be like a Sot exclusive thing because of the very awkward, inconvenient layouts that Sot has. I need to clear the rest of depths before going to Sot. I wonder if I have okay, I have enough magic mapping. Yeah, because this looks pretty strange. It almost looks like something that I don't want to be doing. I can probably kill everything, but I don't need to. I don't need to. That is exactly the set of stairs that I wanted to see. You have a buckler of reflection. 73% chance to hit. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna Crystal Spirit, but very clearly I shouldn't. I have more experience than I normally would have by this point in the game with a Deep Elf because I went on my training arc where I did, the entirety of Crypt and I did Bolts 5 and I fought for a while in the Abyss. So I think that I can probably skip depths. Maybe Sot as well, but we shall see how that goes. But I am skipping depths almost certainly. I'm gonna buy that acquirement. Okay, the acquirement wasn't quite a scam. It's just that none of the items are of any use to me. So the treasure trove wants 9 haste. I have 5, and even if I had 9, it's not worth it. Almost never worth it to enter tropes that are like that. If the price was less steep, I would think about it. But 9 haste is just unreasonable. I got teleported into who knows where, but I'm almost certain that this is not a good spot to be in. Another Shatter miscast. Why does it happen so much? Why does it? It's at 2%. Why does it happen so much? This is crazy. Genuinely crazy. I don't know how else to explain or how else to describe it other than crazy and highly, you know, unexpected. I think it's pretty funny that I kinda am going infinite with all of my mana. Um, yeah, I just have enough mana to spam spells, and because I have the mana to spam spells, I also have the mana to be constantly at full HP. Versus living enemies, monsters stand no chance, pretty much. I see Conduit. I was almost certain that bot was gonna be more scary than that. I'm glad that it was easy. I have a ghost moth next to me. Terrible. Okay, I killed the ghost moth before the mana thing could be a problem. Yeah, because I don't have potions of Imbis. At least I don't see them here. Nope, no Imbis. It's a lot easier to stack up normal regen than it is to stack up mana regen, I have noticed. Um, I think I have as much mana regen as I could have on a character, and I only have 1.1 mana regen and Vehumet and the Orb of Energy, but it is still not the 5-6 regen that a character that is stacking regen could acquire, because a lot more items give regen than mana regen. Orb of Fire, hold on. We need to be wielding Embalmer for that. We cannot afford to be devoid of fire resistance versus an Orb of Fire, especially if it doesn't have any support that I could spell vamp with Majinbo. I magnetized it successfully, so I could Crystal Spirit to death. That's 2 Crystal Spears, and 3 Crystal Spears gets the job done. And that's a really good omen for what's to come in SOT. Not that I particularly want to clear the entirety of it, but I do want to clear SOT 5. It's been a while since I've cleared SOT 5 in its entirety. Ooh, strange structure made of doors. I shouldn't mess with that. Behemoth is such a good god. Um, Everything that Behemoth does is so good. To elaborate a bit on what you asked earlier, Cillian, when you said what does Behemoth do in the late game for like a character? Well, you don't get the spells, of course, but at that point you don't really need them. You get the mana from kills. You get the destructive spell enhancement. That can be really useful for wearing gear that is slightly above what your character would be able to without Behemoth. Um, and Behemoth extends the range of your destructive spells. That I feel is especially tangible if you're using something with really low range like Crystal Spear, which I really do think that Crystal Spear is wildly underpowered compared to the other the other high level spells. Crystal Spear is dual school. Oh no, we are not doing that. Can I go upstairs without dying? Is the question. This is so scary. Wow, I got a lot of blinking at the end of the day. It took very long for me to find my first scroll blinking, but I at some point had 7. I went down to 1, and now I have 5. That's crazy to think about. I'm thinking about how to deal with the current situation. Let me see if I have. I have Dispersal. Maybe I should get that. I feel like Dispersal would be a really good thing to have right now. I also have Fulsome Fusilate. It's probably not gonna be as good as Shatter, but I kind of want to use it. Um, yeah, it's kind of what I was expecting to happen. Get grabbed and not be able to go upstairs is the worst case scenario. Am I dead? The answer is no. I don't want to play if it won't work. Yeah, it's kind of the same feeling that I had there. I don't want to play if it won't work. How did you get here? You were there. Maybe there's multiples. Anyway, this is really bad. Why is it really bad? Because I feel like I want to wield Majin Bow to just heal like crazy. But if I unwield my resistance to fire, the Scorcher will just do bad things to me with its breath weapon, which cannot be silenced. Oh boy, Majin Buu is so busted. Why is it so strong? I mean, I shouldn't be complaining, but did you see that? Did you see that? I cast Shatter through Fogum, and it healed me for 90 HP heal. It's so ridiculously strong. Compensated by the fact that It's only ridiculously strong when you're already ridiculously strong, but it's not win more. As you can see here, wielding Majin Bomb and casting big damage spells was like a legit route that averted death. I was at 53 HP and now I am at 143 HP, one turn after. Um, Now I'm at full HP. Makumet Worshipper. Oh, Maclev wishes it was this good at healing you back. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, but a very, very old Maclev used to give you HP alongside mana. So this is kind of like old Maclev, because old Maclev also used to heal you a lot more than current Maclev does. 90 in one turn is crazy. Spellvamp is really, really powerful property. Yeah, how about you don't do it again? Please. I don't know if I could take it. Does anything other than this on Randart stuff has spell bump? I think that only Majin Buu has a spell bump. It is an exceedingly rare property. Even resistance to mutation is more abundant than spell bump. Which is reasonable because a spell bump is also obscenely powerful. So this seems fair. I want to go down, but I don't want to go down into that. So I guess that what we do here is just read a scroll summoning. No, not scroll summoning. What am I doing? Read a scroll of magic mapping. Anyway, we did end up getting an electric golem that I was talking about earlier. Zephyr. That's not so bad. Not so bad that I couldn't do it, I mean. But I still don't really want to do it. Did the electric golem die? No, it blinked away. That was awkward. Why did I drop so much on HP there? Yeah, that was pretty awkward. But we're fine. I should learn Chain Lightning. I played Gino McClef. Of course I have played Gino McClef. That might be the next character that I play, now that you mention it. That would be the equivalent of Majin Buu? I see, and I agree. That would be the first time you tried New McClef if you do? No, I have played New McClef already. I think I have the run on YouTube, in fact, if you want to see it. It was some mountain dwarf because invocations. Did I win that run? I don't remember. Did I like Numaclef? Yeah, Yeah, didn't feel worse than Old McClef. There is, however, one tool that I missed from Old McClef, and that was the Lesser Destruction spell. Or, like, not spell, but the skill. Because it was really cheap, and it was pretty good at killing, like, garbage. As it exists now, there's only the Greater Destruction, and the Greater Destruction feels like a little bit too expensive slash serious to be killing rats with, for example. Um, it's not something that you can spam to start a fight. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. I'm in a rather unusual position where I'm running low on mana. Okay, there we go. We're back. But I'm still gonna try to make it to the stairs. Because I have the suspicion that I am breaking the vault. And yeah, I am absolutely breaking the vault. What about the Infernal Marks? I think they're cool. I didn't really. Oh yes, I remember the mark now. I think I grabbed a melee mark. I have not tried all of them, of course, since I have not played that much New Maclef. Um, well, they're cool. They're cool. I have no complaints about the marks or anything. One crystal spear, two crystal spears. In the vicinity of Norval Fire, we cannot afford to use Majin Bow. We need to be wielding the other artifact for the immunity to fire, or almost immunity. You know what it is. It is, I guess, effectively immunity because it makes it so that the Orb of Fire has a really hard time killing you. Ah, that is a lot of Orbs of Fire. I haven't lived long enough on any McCleb run to try marks yet, but it would be nice eventually. It's not really hard. I feel like there's plenty of things in this game that are challenges, like Chevriados or Sin or Kaslal. McCleb is a pretty helpful goth, all things considered, so shouldn't really take you that many more attempts to get to that. Really? Less mana? That's lame. Not very impactful, but still pretty lame. Frail is, however, impactful enough for me to want to remove it. You miscast Gel's Gavot. Seriously. Okay, we killed the Eurofire with Gel's Gavot. Oh, now I miscast Shatter. Yeah, the weird, questionable miscasts are definitely still around. Let us not forget them. So I lost some strength. That's bad. But I got robust. Yeah, that's good. Well, not got robust, but lost my frailness. They're immune. They're immune to electricity. The Black Draconians. Wielding this item will reduce your strength to 0 or below. Ugh. I am glad that the game warns you about that, but that is really bad. The attack of the Orbs of Fire, even if it didn't kill me, did make it significantly more awkward for me to be To acquire resistance to fire, and now orbs of fire are a serious concern. Would you want to own an orb of fire in a jar? I feel like it would be a very cool thing to have an orb of fire in a jar. It's like a lamp or something. Um, but if it gets out, you're gonna die. So that like it's a lamp that I like a high risk lamp, a very low reward lamp, considering how we can just get safer lamp technology. But a pretty cool thing to have nonetheless. In case of emergency, break the lamp. I don't know. I feel like that could be quite painful. It would really need to be um, a disastrous emergency for me to want to break the lamp and unleash an orb of fire into the world. I don't think it would be a peaceful orb of fire. At best, it would be a neutral orb of fire. I really want to escalation. I really want to get some strength. That ring of strength with 2 dexterity could be okay. Maybe I just go back to, or not go back to. Let's see. Let me analyze this for a second. We don't need resistance to electricity and cold resistance anymore. No, we don't. We don't. We have one surge that's more than enough for cold resistance. So I can take off the leather armor and replace it for something that gives me strength. Um, I have a robe with 3 strength for 500. That's fine. I also have a leather armor with 5 resistance and 3 strength, which is free. I'm probably gonna grab that instead. I cannot believe it. I think I bought it and I was disappointed originally. Who would have guessed that we would get to the point where that would be part of my final loadout? Yep, I guess that is exactly what I want. I never identified all the items in the game. I wonder what's up with that. Um, yeah, missed Invis Potion and Potion of Experience. Of all the things to miss, two um, kind of impactful items. I'm gonna buy this just out of curiosity. Wow, it's pretty good. I would be very happy to use that on any character that could use a tower shield, which are not a lot. But that's a pretty good tower shield. 3 pips of willpower, so you never get hexed by anything ever again. Oh, I got down to 1 strength. Oof! Everything sees invisible when you want to use it for the first time in a run. Potion of Invisibility. I really only use it as a potion to not get mana drained by ghost mods more than anything. Yeah, let's cast Clyde, why not? It's been a while since I've cast Clyde. Doesn't really do that much damage to the Killer Clown, unfortunately. Okay, that Killer Clown is unnaturally tanky. It's useful in so Draconians don't have See Invisible. Yes, I don't think any have See Invisible. Maybe the... A Knight? Oh, it must be Knight Ancestor. Yeah, Draconian Knight. No, not even Draconian Knights that can go invisible have see invisible. Huh. Did I just one shot the Lich with Chain Lightning? I think so. Oh yeah, that was 5 exclamation marks. How much damage does that do? 3 dice of 83. 3 dice of 83. That's so funny. Electric Golem. It is immune to electricity, right? Yeah, Chain Lightning still does pretty decent damage to it. Another Orb of Fire. The appearance of another monster allowed me to cast Magna Bolt on the Orb of Fire. Pretty useful. We get a Chain Lightning miscast. You know, at 12%, that's actually, fair enough. I still would prefer it if it didn't happen, but it's not gonna be like a 2 or 1% chance to miscast Shatter. I wish there was a potion of See Invisible. I would love to see a potion of See Invisible in this game. Like, for example, right now, I think that's a Lich. And, well, I don't know. Oh, no, it's a Ghost mod. Yeah, we were just talking about how I don't have potions of See Invisible. That's quite inconvenient. Chain Lightning. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, that was it for SOT 5, so I guess we just get to finish this character now. But do not be sad, because I enjoyed this so much that I think I can play another one, like, not right away, but the next time I play Crawl, I'll play another Deep Elf, and I'll try, like, different magic that I have not used, yet. This is yet another character, well, Fulsome Fusillade eludes me. That one is gonna be kind of awkward because it's level 8 Conjuration Alchemy. Um, this character could have used it, but I didn't really feel like doing it because I got other things instead of that. Like I got Crystal Spear, um, because I also had Magna Bolt, right? So and that's like I got it so early, Magna Bolt, Crystal Spear. I couldn't just resist the allure of going for that. Um, but Ghost Gobot was amazing. I had a great time with Ghost Gobot. I had it very early in the game, and it was useful. Like I used it to kill things in Bolts 5 in depths. Did I use it to kill things in SOT? No, I did check if I could kill the electric golem with it. Didn't really work. You killed a normal fire with it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but I don't really remember if I killed a normal fire with it. So many greater demons. Better than Bandlords, I guess. I remember that boulder beetle. How have the mighty have fallen? Oh wait, the orb run is gonna spawn a lot of demons, not a lot of things that I can use Majinbo on. Alright, yet another one run. Which TV slash 9 settler. And there we go. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I wonder what's my win rate, my recent win rate. Let's see before I end stream. I don't really want to start another character right now, nor I want to play anything else. That took me about 5 hours. You know, not bad. It was not as exhausting as other mages that I have played in the past. This one I could just be a mage with minimal non-magic usage, and I could kill things, and that is really what Deep Elf should feel like. So I'm very happy about how it feels now that it has mana regen intrinsically. There was a message that a normal fire was slammed into a wall, then I did kill a normal fire with it. Or at least I used it to kill a normal fire. Maybe it didn't quite deal the killing blow, but it did contribute to the whole killing um, thing. So yeah, not bad at all. Crawl stats. 9 Settler 2. 20 wins in 47 games. 42.55 win rate. 9 games and 4 wins. 44.44% in the last 30 days. But that does not count my current wins. So right now I have 50% win rate, 10 games and 5 wins in the last 30 games. Last 30 days, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I hope that you all enjoyed this character as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I hope you get to enjoy things in life as much as I enjoyed using Girls Gobot, because that was fantastic. Very happy about the existence of that spell. I wish more things could be like that spell. Early, powerful, in a school that was mocked endlessly by me for being kinda whack. Now give me a hex that is like that. Why couldn't hexes do direct damage? Like, make a level 6 hex single school that is as cool to use and as powerful as Gauss Gabot, and I would be very happy, but I highly doubt that will ever happen. Anyway, there's so many new spells that were added in the previous version while I was not playing, and I think that I'm gonna try to get them all with a Deep Elf. I don't think that I'll go for Greater Deep Elf. Who was trying to go for Greater Deep Elf? Was it Gin who was trying to go for Greater Deep Elf? Anyway, I don't think I'm doing that myself. That sounds too painful, But who knows? Who knows? I at least want to do all Deep Elf mages because it's been a couple of years since I've played Deep Elf to the degree of enjoyment that I was able to derive from this character. I have to play Deep Elf Chaos Knight. I feel like it's just gonna kill me and I'm gonna be sad and I won't want to play anymore. So I don't think I'll do it. But I will play other Deep Elves. I'll play Fire Mage, an Earth Mage, an Air Mage, maybe Alchemist as well, or Poison Mage, whatever it's called nowadays. Is a Nine Settler RC file public? Yes, yes, it is. Let me get you a link. Let me get you a link right now.